Hi, Vicki here. This is a little 5-minute yoga warm-up or cool down or just general stretch for any time of the day. We're going to start in mountain, stand up nice and tall, shoulders back, everything engaged here, tall and proud. All right, inhale those arms up. We're going to take a hold of the left wrist with the right hand and then let that left hip come out to the side. We're going to hang out here for a breath cycle or two. And then use an inhale to come back up to center. We're going to change the grip, so left hand around right wrist. And then push that right hip out to the side. Little crescent stretch here. Warming up that spine. All right, come back to center. Release those arms down. And then we're going to bring them up into a cactus. So those arms are up to the sides, kind of like a goalpost here, a big old cactus. Shoulder blades are coming together, chest is open. With the inhale, we're going to bring those forearms together. With the exhale, release them away. So we're opening up the chest here, and then opening up the upper back. One more, open. And bring those forearms together. Relax those arms down. And we're going to come into a standing forward fold. So we're just going to hinge at the hips, let the body come forward, upper body towards lower body, and turn towards the side so you can see a little bit better. Then just release those hands down. We can keep those knees soft here, even bend generously. Find that spot that feels good for you. You should feel a good stretch in the back, the legs, the glutes, and the low back. And take a hold of opposite forearms, opposite elbows here, coming into ragdoll. A little bit of movement in the upper body. This will really release the low back. Release those elbows and pushing through the feet, roll back up to mountain. We're going to come back to that cactus position, but I'm going to widen my feet out a little bit. We're going to do 3 goddess squats here. So sit down into the squat, warm up those quads, stand up, sit down, stand, sit, stand, sit, and stay this time. We're going to release the hands inside the knees here. Lean into that left hand, let the right arm come up, look up towards that right thumb. Little Spider-Man stretch here, opening the chest. And then release that hand down and transition to the left. Reach that left hand up, open the chest. One more time each side. Left hand down, right up. And right hand down, left up. Back to center, take a moment there. And then we're going to come down to hands and knees, coming to tabletop. And we'll do about 3 rounds of cat-cow. So we're working the spine here and warming up the belly as well too. So from this neutral tabletop position, we're going to arch the back, drop the head for cat, and then release the belly to lift the head for cow. 2 more, come up to cat, really stretch that back out. And then release down to cow, stretching the belly. 1 more, lift up into cat. And then release down into cow. Come back to neutral, and then we're going to make our way all the way down onto our bellies. Bring those hands under the shoulders. We're going to do a little bit of cobra, down dog transitioning here. Warming up the full front side and back side of the body. So from here, push through the hands, lengthen out those arms, come into cobra. I'm going to release the hip bones down towards the mat as much as possible. If you want to deepen the stretch, look up at the ceiling. Make sure you're keeping those shoulders down away from the ears. And from here, we're going to tuck the toes, lift the hips, and come into down dog. Really try to push those heels down towards the mat. Stretching the full back side of the body. Posterior chain here. And then we're going to transition back to cobra. And then lift back up into down dog. And one more time, back to cobra. And then return to down dog. From here, let those knees come down, come back to that tabletop position. We're gonna warm up the hips a bit by coming into pigeon. So we're gonna bring that right knee towards the right wrist and release that left leg behind us. As much as possible here, you can stay up on those hands or come down onto the forearms, just relaxing that upper body as you stretch that right hip out. We're gonna hang out here for a couple breath cycles. Really trying to release that hip. And come back to center, lift back up, back to tabletop here, and then we'll transition to the left side. So left knee towards left wrist, release the right leg behind you, relax into it. Trying to work that left hip, stretch it out. This is cosmic. I love it. Come back up to center. And then we're gonna take a seat on the mat. We're gonna come into a little bit of butterfly here. So take a seat, bring those feet together, soles of the feet together. Release those knees down as much as possible. Pushing those knees down towards the floor. Opening up the inside of the hip joints. Stretching in the groin a bit. You wanna deepen, lean forward over the feet. Find your spot here. Hanging out just for a breath cycle or two. Come back up to center. Stretch those legs out in front of you. Give them a good wiggle. And then from here, I encourage you to spend about 30 to 90 seconds either doing some form of cardio, a little high knees, jump rope, a little jog, quick walk, and then get going with your workout. You are ready to conquer it. So have a great day.